Last week we talked about giving God excellence. Somebody say excellence. Excellence. And we talked about the things that we give to the world, that we have no choice. And we don't give God the same. So we needed to make some adjustments to give God the same things, the same types of dedication that we give to the world. Amen. Like paying our taxes versus paying our tithes. And, having a title at your job and fulfilling that title so you don't get fired. And doing the same thing in the house of God if God gives you a title. And we talked about some jobs that need to be fired. Some positions we need to excise. Come on, say amen, somebody. Amen. And we talked about the chief complainer, the captain of gossip, the facilitator of hell raising, and my favorite, the worker of the last nerve. Come on, say amen, somebody. And we need to remove those positions from the church. Now, I want to kind of continue on that same step, that same mindset, doing our work, doing our job. But from a little different perspective, how many of you know that every one of us sitting in this room today is a missionary? Every one of you in the room is a missionary. It's your job to do something for somebody. In fact, it was someone who said this quote one time. He said, when you're dead and gone, the only thing people will remember about you is what you did for somebody else. No one really cares about what you do for you, but it's what you do for somebody else that will last. From the Gospel of John, the 13th chapter, we read in our hearing, from the 14th verse, John 13 and 14. This is what it says. It says, "If I then, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, you ought to wash one another's feet. I have given you an example that you should do as I have done to you." I've given you an example so that you should do just like I did to you. And we're staying with that theme of giving mankind service. But we're sticking with the same sermon title. Look at your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, do your job. Do your job. And we're going to stick with that title. Do your job. Jesus told his disciples, if I do it to you, do it to somebody else. If I help you, help somebody else. Follow my example. And when he was washing their feet, which was his ultimate sign of humility, because if you wash somebody's feet, you really love them. Especially the way some of our feet look. Y'all might as well say amen. Just shame the devil. And this is a public service announcement because it's summertime is coming. And y'all know the sisters put on the open-toe shoes. Yeah, the brothers too. Nowadays the brothers got on the flip-flops. Ain't nothing wrong with a brother getting a pedicure, Bishop.
That's right.
Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, oil your crusty feet. Y'all might as well say amen. Amen. Ain't no need to be outside with some old open-toe shoes and you walk right past the toenail polish on your way out the door. Take a minute and prepare yourself. If you are washing somebody's feet, it's the ultimate sign of humility. And so when Jesus washed his disciples' feet, he was showing his humility. But he said something to them that was very graphic. He said, I'm washing your feet and I'm doing this and I'm cleaning you. And Peter said, not just my feet, Lord, but my hands and my head. Wash me over. And Jesus said, listen, man, you already clean. You already clean. But there's people out there that's really dirty and really need me to wash them. And I know a lot of churches, they have foot washing service. And the purpose of foot washing service is to show humility one to another, and you wash someone's feet, and you show the same humility of Jesus, and that's easy. But how about if we went to the homeless shelter and did a foot washing service? Amen. Y'all ain't saying nothing. What if we went to the hospital? We went to Calvary for those who are terminally ill. Right. What if we went to the jailhouse and did a foot washing? What if we went by the local gymnasium and did a foot washing? Y'all didn't say nothing. Caring for those who really need it. And we get really wrapped up in this circle of showing the love of God to one another. But have we extended that outside of this circle of comfort? Not one amen. Have you extended God's love outside of your circle of comfort? Amen. The folks you know, the folks who know you, people that you interact with every day, it's easy to pray for them. It's easy to ask God to bless them. But how about the other folks? Have you extended God's love outside of your circle of comfort? Jesus said to them, if I did it to you, you do it to someone else. Bishop, can you take a little bit off this? If I did it to you, you do it to someone else. That's hard. Because Jesus has done a lot for me. And I'm supposed to do all of that for somebody else? I'm just talking as a human. I'm really supposed to be able to give like that? The short answer is yes. We should give like that. And nobody said it's easy. It's just supposed to be our focus. It's our job to give like that. And how many of us can raise our hand high and say we're giving like we're receiving? I think I saw two people. Mother almost got her hand raised, kind of. That we give at the same level that we receive. And if we begin to really think about what Jesus has done for us, if we really take inventory of what God has done for us, we will find that list of what we have to give is really long. And it's really deep. Think about what Jesus has done for you. Has he healed you? Yes. Has he delivered you? Yes. Has he rescued you when you've been lost? Yes. When you were wrong, has he corrected you? Yes. And Lord knows when you were lost and you needed, did he sacrifice for you? Yes. And it's easy for us to say yes when we talk about Jesus, but now I have to ask you the question, when your brother or sister was sick, did you heal them? No. Yes. When they were captured, did you deliver them? Yes. When they felt alone, did you love them? When they were wrong, did you correct them? Yes. And when they were in need, did you sacrifice for them? Yes. Now here's another question. When you were sick, did you allow someone to heal you? No. When you were in bondage, did you allow someone to deliver you? When you were unloved, did you let someone love you? Watch this. When you were wrong,